After 2 years together, she looked me in the eyes and said, "We should just be friends." I responded, "Perfect," and treated her like any other friend, with clear boundaries. I'm 27, and 3 weeks ago my then-girlfriend Elena, 26, hit me with the classic "just friends" line. We'd been together 2 years, living together for one. I thought our relationship was solid. We talked about future plans, even attending her sister's wedding next summer. Everything seemed on track. But one random Thursday, out of the blue, she said we needed to talk. I knew where this was going. "I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore," she said bluntly. "I think we should just be friends." "Just be friends?" I asked, thrown off. "Yeah, we get along great, share the same friends, similar taste. We'd be awesome friends, just not a great couple," she added, visibly uncomfortable. "It's not about someone else. I just need to find myself, figure out who I am without you. But I don't want to lose you completely." "So, you want to break up but keep me around?" I replied. "That sounds harsh," she said. "I just think we work better as friends. We can still hang out, be part of each other's lives." What floored me was that she already had a suitcase packed. Her friend was picking her up in an hour. It was all planned. "You've got an exit strategy?" I asked. "I knew this would hurt you," she said. "Lucia offered me a place to stay while we sort out the apartment." "Sort out the apartment?" "Yeah, we'll need to figure out the lease, but there's no rush. We're adults, friends. We can handle it." I went quiet, processing the absurdity. 2 years living together, talking about kids, and now she wanted us to be buddies. "Okay," I said finally. "Okay?" she asked, surprised. "Just like that?" "Yeah, you're right. We can handle this like adults." She smiled, relieved, thrilled with her perfect plan. Dump me but keep me close, like I'd signed off on it. "What a relief," she sighed. "I was scared you'd get mad or make this complicated. This is why we're perfect as friends." That night she left. Lucia picked her up, giving me a pitying look like I was an abandoned puppy. I just waved goodbye. The next morning I honored her wish. I treated her like any friend. That's when she realized we had very different ideas of what friends meant. At 7 a.m. she texted, "Hey, hope you slept okay. Can you bring my work laptop? I forgot it last night." I replied, "Sure, I'll drop it at your office reception on Monday." "Can't you bring it to Lucia's?" "I need it this weekend. I have plans. Monday works better for me." "Plans? What plans?" "Friend stuff." She didn't like that. But what could she say? We were just friends now, and friends don't rearrange their weekends for each other. Saturday she texted again, "Lucia and I are trying that new brunch spot. Coming?" "No thanks. Enjoy." "Come on, we always do brunch. That was when we were a couple. Have fun." 2 hours later, "This is weird. Why are you acting like this? Distant. Cold." "I'm being polite. Friendly. Like you asked." Update. Second week of friendship, and Elena was cracking. For her, being friends meant everything staying the same minus the kissing. For me, it meant boundaries like with any friend. On Tuesday, while I was at work, she let herself into the apartment. She still had a key. She ate, did laundry, showered, and left a note. "Took some stuff. Hope that's okay." I texted immediately, "Hey, saw you stop by. When you can, I need the key back." What? "My friends don't have keys to my place. But I still have stuff there. We can coordinate for you to pick it up like friends do." She showed up that afternoon, furious. "Did you change the lock?" "No, I just got a spare key for myself. And I gave notice on the lease. You don't live here." I handed her a box with her essentials. "I can't believe how petty you're being." "Petty? I'm treating you like any friend. None of them have my key." "I'm not just any friend. You said you were." Her mask started slipping. She expected to keep emergency contact status, my Netflix account, my Prime subscription. Not anymore. The final blow came that weekend. Our friend group planned a game night. I went alone. She showed up with a new guy, Julian, from yoga, talking loudly to ensure everyone noticed. "This is Julian. Met him at yoga," she announced. Julian seemed nice but was clearly there to provoke me. I shook his hand, welcomed him, and focused on winning every game, ignoring them both. Halfway through, Elena cornered me in the kitchen. "You really don't care I'm with someone else?" "Why would I? We're friends." "Friends date other people. Not even a little jealous?" "Do you get jealous when your other friends date?" She had no answer. Anything she said would admit she wanted me to suffer while she found herself. The kicker? Her best friend, Lucia, was extra friendly that night, laughing at my jokes, touching my arm. I didn't do anything unusual, just was myself, free from Elena's shadow. The next morning, Elena texted, "What was that with Lucia?" "What? You know, the flirting. We were talking. That's how friends communicate. She's my best friend. And I'm your friend, right? Friends can be friends with friends." 3 days of silence followed. Then Thursday she switched tactics. "I think I made a mistake." "About what?" "Maybe we should talk." "Okay, say it." "In-person dinner, our restaurant." "The Italian place?" "I'm busy that day." "Coffee Saturday afternoon if you want to talk." "Busy with who?" "Does it matter?" Friends don't owe each other their schedules. "Is it Lucia?" "So, coffee Saturday or not?" "This isn't how friends act." "It is. You're thinking of how couples act." "Common mistake." Update 2. 3 weeks after her "I need to find myself" speech, Elena's grand journey wasn't going well. Julian ghosted her after a couple of dates. He didn't want to be anyone's rebound. Meanwhile, I was enjoying single life with clear boundaries. Then Lucia made a move. She texted one Thursday night. "Random, but I have an extra ticket to a comedy show. Interested?" I'd never pursued her or seen her romantically, but she was fun, attractive, and upfront. No games, no keeping me as a backup. "Sounds fun," I replied. "Cool. Heads up, Elena's acting weird about us hanging out. Just so you know." "Got it. I'm still in if you are." "Definitely. Pick me up at 7. Saturday I got ready, feeling good. My first real date in 2 years. As I left, my phone blew up. "Elena, are you serious?" "About what?" "Lucia said you're going out. She invited me to a comedy show." "You can't date my best friend." "Why not?" "We're both single." "It breaks girl code." "I'm your friend, not your ex, right?" "You know what I mean." "No, I don't." "Friends don't control who others date." She called 17 times. I silenced my phone. The date with Lucia was amazing. She was hilarious, something I hadn't noticed when she was just Elena's friend. We talked about everything but Elena until the end. "I should tell you Elena's losing it," Lucia said. She called me crying, saying I betrayed her. How do you feel about that? Honestly, she's been a terrible friend lately. Everything's about her healing and personal growth. Last week, she literally said keeping you as a friend was her safety net in case she didn't find someone better. That's when I thought you deserved more and maybe I should take a chance. We ended with a sweet first date kiss. I didn't post about it or tell anyone. Sunday, 6 a.m., Elena was pounding on my door. "Open up. I know you're there." I spoke through the door. "It's 6 a.m., Elena." "I don't care. We need to talk." "About what?" "You kissed my best friend." I opened the door. She looked disheveled, unwashed hair, red eyes, same clothes from Friday. "You're doing this to hurt me," she said. "I'm living my life. You ended us." I said we should be friends, not that you should date my friends. You said you needed to find yourself. I'm respecting that, moving on with Lucia. We're single. We like each other. That's how dating works. She tried pushing past me into the apartment. "You don't live here anymore. Schedule a time to get your stuff like we discussed." "You're being cruel." "I'm setting boundaries." Not the same thing. That's when her true colors emerged. She started a campaign with mutual friends, spinning stories that I was dating Lucia for revenge, manipulating things to hurt her. Some believed her, most didn't. Our friend Bruno called, Dude, Elena's saying you're with Lucia to get back at her. Conveniently forgets she wanted you as her backup friend. She went further, calling my office, posing as my emergency contact, claiming I was having a mental health crisis and needed time off. My boss called, concerned. Your girlfriend said you're struggling. Ex-girlfriend. I'm fine. She's not handling the breakup well. She sounded convincing. I'll sort it out. Sorry for the trouble. I documented it with HR just in case. Update 3. A month after her Just Friends speech, Elena's plan had spectacularly failed. Lucia and I were officially dating. Nothing too serious, just enjoying drama-free time. Elena was unraveling. She tried turning Lucia against me, sending old texts, letters, and intimate, but not explicit, couple photos. Lucia showed me everything. She's trying to make me jealous of your past. It's just showing me how much you put up with her nonsense. Then Elena's final play. At 2 a.m. she texted, "We need to talk." I'm late. Late for what? You know what I mean. I'm pregnant. I replied, "Congrats. Who's the father?" Seriously? You are. Convenient, since we hadn't been intimate in 2 months. I knew she'd been seeing others. Julian, a guy from a bar Lucia mentioned. Are you saying I'm lying? She snapped. I'm doing math, I said. If you think it's mine, let's do it right. Doctor's visit, then a paternity test as soon as possible. Silence. Next day, false alarm. Got my period. How convenient. Her real breakdown came when she realized I was serious about splitting everything fairly. She assumed I'd keep covering her expenses, rent, utilities, our shared phone plan, while she found herself. Her mom called. Why'd you cancel Elena's phone? I didn't. I removed her from my plan. We're not a couple, she needs her own. She can't afford it now. She should have thought of that before ending things. You're being petty. After 2 years, I'm being practical. Friends don't pay each other's phone bills. Her mom said Elena realized her mistake, but I replied, then she's learned a valuable lesson. The worst was when Elena learned Lucia and I planned a weekend trip to the same beach where we'd celebrated our anniversary. She sent a long text accusing me of tainting our memories, disrespecting what we had by taking her best friend there. I replied, it's a public beach. You don't own it. You know what you're doing, she shot back. Yeah, taking my girlfriend for a nice weekend. She's not your girlfriend. She's my friend. Was your friend. She stopped talking to you when you tried guilting her for being happy. Her biggest mistake, showing up at Lucia's workplace causing a scene. Security escorted her out. Lucia's boss wasn't pleased. Lucia called, upset. She's lost it. Screamed that I stole her life. I asked if she wanted a restraining order. Might have to. This is insane. The restraining order was the reality check Elena needed, along with getting fired for repeated absences due to her meltdowns. Apparently, it's hard to find yourself when you're harassing your ex and his new girlfriend. Mutual friends say she moved back with her parents and is in therapy, court-ordered after the workplace incident. She's blocked on my and Lucia's socials. Julian's dating someone else, posting about it constantly. Elena works part-time at a bookstore, but her entitlement hasn't fully faded. Before I blocked her email, she sent one last message. Hope you're happy. You got your way. Turned Lucia against me, made everyone think I'm crazy, ruined my life just because you couldn't handle being friends. I tried keeping you close because I cared, but you had to be vindictive. You had to win. Congrats. You and Lucia deserve each other. I didn't reply. Why bother? In her mind, this was a calculated revenge plot, when the truth is simpler. She faced the consequences of her choices. When she said, just friends, I took it literally. I treated her like any friend, with respect, boundaries, and appropriate distance. If that was too much, it says more about her intentions. She didn't want real friendship. She wanted me on standby, begging, available as her safety net while she explored other options. When I refused that role and moved on, her plan collapsed. Lucia and I are together, our relationship calm, honest, mature. We sometimes laugh about the wild way we ended up together but mostly enjoy the present. Being with someone who knows what they want is a relief. My advice: if someone says they want to be friends after a serious relationship, believe them. Then treat them as such, nothing more, nothing less. Set boundaries, move forward, live your life. Real friends want you happy, not paused while they figure themselves out. They don't expect couple privileges under a friendship label. Elena wanted all the benefits of a relationship without the responsibility. Me as her backup, emotional support, safety net while she tested other waters. When I treated her as she asked, she crumbled. The irony? I didn't do anything cruel. I didn't pursue Lucia for revenge. I didn't badmouth Elena or turn anyone against her. I just lived my life, set healthy boundaries, and connected with someone who wanted to be with me. Elena's downfall was her own doing. She ended things, tried to keep me on hold, crossed boundaries when I wouldn't stay still, fought with her best friend, lost control at work, manipulated everyone around her. I didn't need to do anything but stand firm. What hurt her most was that I took her at her word and acted accordingly, didn't play her games, didn't stay her backup. It wasn't cruelty, it was maturity. Setting boundaries isn't revenge. Taking care of myself wasn't punishment. I just moved on with integrity and calm. I refused to be the guy waiting in case she changed her mind. Today I'm at peace with a partner who walks beside me, no ghosts. I have no regrets. Sometimes we look back on how it started with disbelief, but then we return to our real, serene, honest present. To anyone in a similar spot, don't fear moving forward. If someone wants friendship, offer it with dignity but not at your expense. Those who value your presence don't need to manipulate it. People who walk away can't expect you to stand still. Time sorts everything out. What feels like an ending can, unplanned, be the start of something far better.